Hello, and welcome to episode 233 of the Super Weapon Podcast, most overpowered podcast on the internet. It's your boy, Darius the Artist, and as always, got my co-host DC here with me today.
AKA the biggest hater in the building. I hate everything.
Ooh, number one
That's
hater.
how we starting. Number one hater, man. Number one hater. I appreciate that, BZ. Look, I finally found a razor that works on my big ass head. So now y'all get to see the baldy. I'm not gonna wear that many hats anymore, but yeah.
Fresh beard for a fresh showcase. It is that time of the year, man. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. If you guys missed us last week, we didn't record because it was the calm before the storm. As usual, June is a busy month in terms of announcements, trailers, release dates. And shout out to BZ in chat, bring back E3. We're gonna get into it a little bit, man, because I feel like, and I don't want to turn this too much into the podcast because there were some things I was actually excited about in terms of game releases and trailers, but I kind of feel like we've gotten to a point, and DC, I would love to hear your thoughts on this too. It's like,
yes,
I feel like we've gotten to a point with showcases that they've become so commercialized that they're akin to like award shows, and I don't necessarily like that personally. You either get a 60 minute showcase full of trailers, or you get what you get with Summer Games Fest with some of the ads and the cringy jokes. And
like
if you
Marvel movie, it's like, cut the shit.
Yeah, and if you have a different opinion, people are, oh man, you're not a real gamer. You don't, you're a hater. And I don't agree with that, man. I think there's room for conversation on it, especially with Jeff Keighley being he's pretty much directing this kind of style. He's pushing this style because he's the loudest voice in the room nowadays. And I don't know if I like it, if I'm being honest. But we're going to talk about the PlayStation State of Play today, guys. We'll probably do a little bit of the Summer Games Fest. DC hadn't had a chance to watch it because he works very hard, man. He works in the evening. So we'll probably do a follow-up on SGF tomorrow before the Xbox Live Showcase. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We'll be live reacting to that. The Xbox Live Showcase is at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So we'll probably be live a little bit before. But yeah, man, like what do you kind of think about like that? How do you feel about like, and I don't want to, I don't want to just attribute it to nostalgia. Like, do you feel like,
no, say what you feel, brother.
Like, do you feel like showcases are kind of like, I don't want to say stale, but they're just not, they don't seem, something seems like it's missing. I don't know how to explain it.
This is my take on it. Let me do my anime push the glasses back with two fingers. There we go. This is my take on it. I kind of feel where you're coming from, but my feelings about it is I just kind of feel like I sit between the line of oversharing, but it's kind of weird because if I say that, then I'll be contradicting what I've said months and eons ago of transparency, right?
Yeah.
Because I did say I love to see the transparency in a game when it's kind of like in development, like the little documentaries and stuff. But at the same time, I'm kind of wondering if I want to step back from that take because a lot of these showcases, I feel like aren't really necessarily needed at the function at which they're coming out. So I don't know. It's just like,
I kind of agree with that.
Like it's really tough to say because, like I said, I love to see like when you're like, oh well, we're working on this and we're doing that, but it just seems like now it's getting kind of oversaturated with all the state of plays, Nintendo Direct, Xbox Direct, or whatever. What the hell they call this?
They usually say like Xbox Showcase, Xbox.
Yeah, so it's just like moments like this, it can get pretty congested because PlayStation knew what they was doing. They jumped ahead of Summer Game Fest because they wanted to get their shit off first.
Yeah, wanted to control the narrative.
We're probably going to see a lot of these games that they showed in Summer Game Fest. It's going to be like I think what PlayStation was doing was it's kind of like a promotional push.
Hmm.
They want to kind of like get it out there and get it ingrained in our heads. They want their games and what they're working on to kind of just, because we're going to see it possibly twice. They want to put it out there for us to consume and get hype about. And it may be a good thing, but like I said, that's when the oversaturation in
Yeah.
my head, that's when the oversaturation comes in, because it's like, well, if I saw the for example, Liza P,
Yeah. Overture.
if we
Yeah. The
saw the
DLC.
Liza P,
Yeah.
yeah, if we saw it here, then it's like, then we see it at Summer Game Fest. Is that going to be something like, I go take a bathroom break? I already saw this. You know what I'm saying? So it gets tricky. It gets tricky. Like to be honest, I don't know what side of the fence I sit on, because, like I said, I love to see where we at with certain games, not everything.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's a big thing for indie games. Like, I love that for indie games. Like, I don't mind seeing indie games plastered everywhere and having these kind of directs and
Yeah.
whatever when it's kind of focused on indie games, because I feel like that's a good thing for them because they need that extra push, and hopefully it helps them out. But
Yeah.
like our mainstays, like a Borderlands or something like that, like when you see it, we saw that last month, and we'll see it again and again. It's kind of like, okay, if it's the same thing, I think that's what it is. If they're showing us the same thing, it's just like, all
Man,
right.
I just kind of feel, I feel like I agree with you on a lot of those points that you hit on, especially with the segregation of these showcases ever since E3 has become defunct and no longer is around.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like me personally, I miss having that moment where it felt like everybody in the game industry was coming together, to celebrate the industry, whereas now it's everyone's trying to get their news off before everyone else, and hey, buy my game, don't look at this game, come over here because
Yeah.
we're better over here than over there. And it kind of comes off as disingenuous to me sometimes. And I don't know, man, it just kind of feels weird. We're in this just really weird time. Just like I said, it can be a lot. Like there's too many shows to watch all the time, and sometimes they're a little too long in the tooth, in my opinion. Like, 2 hours is a long time for a showcase, man. Like, I watched it last night. I watched it live. It was cool, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, man. Like, it just felt weird. Like you could, and to comment on what Darkstar said in chat, Summer Games Fest is basically E3. You can say that. I say that up to a point. I don't think Summer Games Fest will ever feel like E3 did for me personally.
I
It,
don't think it's there yet,
and
because
maybe,
E3,
yeah,
it was a whole like Summer Game Fest is like we're just being shown games, really.
yeah.
But E3 was like a whole convention.
It was like a celebration.
Like you
Yeah,
went there, they were showcasing games. You can, you know, it was like meet and greet slash. It was a whole bunch of things that Summer Games Fest just not. Summer Games Fest just focused on games and showing games. E3 is like
yeah,
people saved up through the years to go to E3. It was cosplay. It was everything. It was like a big mixture of just the culture
hmm.
of gaming. You know what I'm saying? Gaming and entertainment. So
And
then
BZ
E3
hit the nail
also,
on the head too in chat. Having one, I truly do agree with that. Having one show made it so that everyone had to pull out all the stops, no punches pulled. I agree with that. Like people would shotgun blast,
mm,
the next 2 to 3 years of games that they had in development, right? But and just like we're going to talk about the state of play today, you didn't really have a lot of first party announcements to state of play. This is like the third one they've had where you're wondering like, what the fuck is Sony first party doing right now? Outside of Naughty Dog, we know what they're doing. We allegedly know what Insomniac's doing, but we haven't seen Wolverine. You know, word on the street is they're working on Spider-Man 3 too, but what is Sony Santa Monica doing? What is Quantum Games doing? Like, we don't know what a lot of these studios are. So it gives them a chance, in my opinion, to kind of muddy the waters a little bit, you know. And I'm kind of careful to say that because there were some good games that showed, like AA and indie games, to your point, DC, that were shown that do look really good and interesting that may or may not have gotten the time of day, right? But I kind of feel like it gives them so much control over how they want people to think about their stuff without giving people a chance to actually do some critical thinking, if that makes sense.
Right, right.
It's just
And
weird.
I just, yeah, like I said, I think it teeters along the fence of oversaturating,
Mm-hmm.
the market. So it's just like everyone's fighting to get on top, and it's just like, let's put our game here, let's put our game there. And like I said, if
Yeah.
you're just going to show the same thing, it becomes counterintuitive, and it's just like, but I can kind of see how it works if you're giving us
Yeah.
something new to look at every time you post it somewhere. So it's really hard for me to say where I sit on this because I mean, being a guy who loves video games,
It's just weird.
I
Yeah.
I love showcases. Like, hey, bring it on. But at the same time, we have to have an honest conversation of
Yeah.
if it's getting too convoluted. Like, is it too much now? Like BZ just had a really that was an excellent point, man. Like, you only had one time a year, so you had to bring it. You had to have your best, like, you know what I'm saying? Your best tie on. Like, your presentation had to be the one that was going to spark the conversation for the next couple of months. Like, remember when you saw
Mm-hmm.
something at E3 and you was just like, you and the homies, or like me, you, Dre, and the homies, we be talking about it for months after. Like,
Like,
man, I
damn.
can't wait to Street
Yeah.
Fighter come out. Did you see that combo system? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't wait. Like, that is what E3 kind of did for the whole gaming industry. You know what I'm saying? So that was a very good point.
Yeah. It just don't feel the same. I don't know. And I'm, like I said, I'm like you, man. Like, I'm careful with the way I want to talk about this because I don't want it to feel like I'm not excited about anything because it's quite the opposite. Like, I'm very excited about a few games that I've seen from the last 2 days, but it just feels different, and I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it because it's different, and maybe it's not for me anymore. Maybe I just need to get over it and just be like, okay, E3's gone forever. Nothing will truly ever take its place, no matter how many celebrities you get to come on stage, for a
Right.
game, or how many times Hideo Kojima steps out of the mist off the mountain. He's a people treat him, man.
Misty
I have
man.
my own feelings on Hideo, and I'm gonna keep him to myself because I don't want to get called a hater. But yeah,
No,
you
man,
need to
we are
consult
living in
30
a moment of
people.
let it out, brother.
Yeah, like I just
How do you feel? Tell us how you feel, man.
I I to be honest, man. I feel like he's a pretentious person. I do. I feel like he's pretentious,
Hmm.
and I feel like he has like a huge ego. Maybe he deserves that.
He drinking his own Kool-Aid is
Yeah,
what you saying.
maybe
Drinking. Wait. Your favorite word? He got a little too much dip.
he got a
He
little
got
too
a little
much.
dip. He got a little
People
dip on
people
that chip.
treat him, his word as gospel on a lot of things, and I don't necessarily agree with that. But maybe he's not like that in real life. He's just like that online. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get called a hater. People like, oh, you hate Hideo Kojima, blah blah blah. Death Stranding's a walking simulator. Nobody's ever gonna change my mind. Um,
I feel
yeah,
you.
Jarhead, man. Shout out to Jarhead. The homie Ray in chat says, "Gotta know when you're not the target demographic anymore. It hurts, bro." Yeah, man. Like,
You been way out of
I
that
think
range.
that's what I'm slowly coming to realization on a lot of these showcases and stuff. And I don't know if that's because traditional media in games is dying as well, and that's like a symptom. That's a result of traditional media in games dying, where you don't have traditional outlets, and game companies are instead going to content creators.
Right.
And I don't necessarily, and once again, that could just be a symptom of the way the world is going and how the industry has to model itself, because we've talked about how expensive games are and how much how it costs to make them, and how awful the industry conditions are for developers. And maybe these are just necessary evils.
Right.
But I don't know, like, maybe just like Darkstar said, yeah, the changes are vastly different, but all in all, I just want to see some good games. I agree. And I cursed my own brain for thinking this way because I couldn't stop thinking about this last night when I was sitting there watching the show. I hate that I'm like this. I promise you guys, I don't want to be this way,
but I mean, because you don't want to be that guy who. You don't want to be the generational guy. That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't never want to like bash the next generation or like, oh, when I was coming up, we had E3.
Yeah.
Summer Game
I don't want
Fest
to I don't want to be the angry old man just to shout out to what Ray said. Come on and sit in the rocking chair next to me. Yeah. I feel like that's I'm fighting.
Oh, no, we're not. No.
You know, just not. Like trying not to just fighting sitting down. Like I don't want to sit all the way down, but yeah.
Y'all don't understand. Jarhead rocking chair is like Jarhead is the OG in the chat. We'll say that. We'll be nice. But yeah, man, it's just maybe we are.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something we are growing out of. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting older. I'm still trying to get my beard whiter. Like I just sit there every day and just be like, I want more gray.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it could be a lot. But but on a positive note, I do love Summer Game Fest though. It's starting to become one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like they definitely hit it out the park with a lot of the announcements yesterday. Shout out to what BZ said too. That's another thing. And then we'll move on to the actual Sony showcase, guys. But I just wanted to bring this up. BZ said I work business hours. I don't have time to watch a Nintendo Direct at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Right.
Exactly. How many times have we said
Oh my gosh, man.
I'll be at work and I'll be like, why the hell did they just drop this midday?
Like, well, I guess I'll be watching this in the evening.
Right?
Yeah, well, even still, Sony and Xbox will do it sometimes too, where it'll be like mid-afternoon on a Friday, or Sony will do it. Lately, they've been better about it because this one was at like 5 p.m. Eastern, I think, if I remember right. But a lot of times you'll have these showcases where it's like smack dab in like lunch or something for people.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, like it's just funny, man. I had to comment on that because Weezy been
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, chat included. Why don't they have these things on the weekend?
I think it's because they want to have the weekly news cycle, and it probably looks good number wise. If I had to guess, if you have, once again, it goes back to like streamers and content creators, right? Like, cause a lot of these showcases will partner with content creators to stream it, co-stream it, right? And so you have that. You have some people will watch it at work. You have large content creators or people who are just unemployed and failing at life will watch it. Chronically online humans who will drive the conversation, and that creates money for them. That's how I think it works, at least a lot of times, because once again, you don't really have traditional games media much anymore. Like a lot of places are closing, or was it Polygon that recently announced that they were firing like a lot of their staff? It was either Polygon or it was another outlet I can't think of. Like a few weeks ago. Yeah, it happens so much now, but I think that's what it is. I think it's a little bit of both. Like they want that weekly news cycle to kind of focus on their game, because then they'll release like publications after, blogs and stuff for people to read, and to further talk about YouTube videos, etc. Like that's usually how it goes as far as like the cycle of news for a week. But yeah, that'd be nice. Stop doing stuff during the middle of the day. All right, enough. The old man yelling at the clouds. I'm sorry that went on longer than it should have. My brain, like I said, guys, I don't know. Maybe I need to go to a doctor or something.
No, man, you got to let it out, brother. This is what the show is for. Let it out.
Yeah. So
wait, let me tell you something. Hold on. Because he does this in text in the group chat too. I don't understand how my brother just managed to type so much so well.
See, yeah, I mean, he hit the nail on the head too. That's kind of how I look at it too. Yeah, like you want maximum bandwidth available, so hosting during the off-peak hours is beneficial. Yeah.
All right. You know what? We might have you on the podcast if you know how to behave.
Big business jarhead is what we're gonna start calling him, man, because he knows business better than anybody I've ever fucking met, to be honest. So
yeah, he's a freak. But yeah,
Sony State of Play.
Let's get to it.
If you guys missed it, yes. If you guys missed it, please go watch it when you have some time. We will not get to every game. As is tradition, me and DC only talk about the things we are really interested in. So if there's something that we miss, please let us know in the comment section, or if you're in chat,
let us know what you like.
Yeah, let us know what you're excited about. But I will say overall, this was just an okay showcase to me. I know some people, there was a lot of discourse online about people's, if you don't like this showcase, you're not a real gamer.
Pony.
You're not a real fan. It was 10 out of 10, blah, blah, blah. It was just okay, in my opinion.
Let me tell you right now, with a lot of strong cuss words, no, the fuck it wasn't.
Like, it was just an all right showcase. I'm more interested in what their first party studios are doing, because we have not seen anything for them for literal years at this point. But that's neither here nor there. What did you think about the showcase before we get into individual games, man? I want to hear your opinion, because I hadn't had a chance to talk to you about it. So
I think a lot of people was hyping up this showcase just because what Marvel ended up doing. I'll just throw that out there. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. The hype is real. It's real over here for me too. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I would truly, strongly believe that carried that showcase. I'll say it with my chest.
That's fair.
I'll say it with my chest, because even as bad as I am at fighting games, even I was excited to see a Mechana Iron Man.
Yeah, we can get into it. Let's get into it, man. Why not?
And let's just talk about that game first, because it was the one. All right, we just gonna throw that.
So yeah, we'll kind of work backwards from here. So shout out to my boy Docstar in chat, man, because he was texting me about this.
To get excited.
Yeah. He literally typed Marvel in all chats in the chat. But man, like, I will say, this was probably the most exciting thing for me personally. This has been,
look at Mechana Iron Man.
Yeah, so it's called Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I know it's a mouthful for a lot of people. It's gonna be hard for me to remember that, but this is a fighting game that's being made by Arc Systems, the studio that makes Guilty Gear. They made most recently Dragon Ball Fighter Z. One of the premier, honestly, I think top 2 fighting game studios in the world right now, outside of Capcom, because they're doing some great things with Street Fighter 6 right now. But this game just looks absolutely insane, man. Everything from the character designs to the fast-paced action. And I doing some research on it. The creator of My Hero Academia, if you guys know anything about anime, if you guys watch anime, I think he designed some of the characters in this, which is pretty fire. Horikoshi.
It looked like it. Honestly, it has his stamp on it. You can kind of tell now that you said that.
Yeah, like definitely some of the characters. I know a lot of people were talking about Squirrel Girl, not Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel, excuse me. Yeah. Her character in particular, kind of favored some of his art style. But I mean, this right here, man, a lot of people are wondering now.
And these are only how many characters that they showed? Oh my god!
Man, I think 8 or 12. It wasn't. I don't think it was
8. I want to say 8 because it was a 4v4 battle that they showed.
Yeah.
So it was 8. And this is ridiculous. A 4v4. Oh my god.
Yes, a 4v4 tag type game. But I like this because people were speculating that you might just have one health bar, which I actually think is really cool, because if you notice when they switch between characters, there's like a little light that kind of flips from one character to the next, which I think could work really well. I mean, other games have done it before. King of Fighters, I think it was 2003. Darkstar tell me which one.
That's gonna be one long ass energy bar.
Not necessarily. I think it just, if you don't think about it in terms of each character having a slice of the health bar, I think it could work.
If you think about it as a character, all of them being one. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Because four health bars on the screen would kind of be a lot, especially with this game.
Is it because? Yeah, I was going to say, is it because of screen real estate? Like,
yeah, because I mean, if you look at this, you can kind of tell there's a lot of like flashing and a lot of like background elements. So I think it would kind of muddy the screen a little bit. It'd be a little too much, personally.
Especially for yeah.
But a lot of people are like speculating now that Marvel 5 may or may not happen. But funny enough, there was a leak I saw. It's always Reddit. I would just say it's always Reddit. Some random
My
guy,
favorite place to be.
Yeah, some random guy on Reddit apparently last year leaked this game the season 2 characters for the Street Fighter 6 announcement that happened yesterday. And apparently Capcom is secretly working on Marvel vs. Capcom 5. So a lot of people are calling him, saying he's right, or season 3 yet. Thank you, Darkstar. So we may have this. I mean, if we get this at Marvel vs. Capcom 5, like, I mean, I'm good forever.
What do they say? What do they say? The fighting, we're eating swell.
Yeah, and they said it was a CVS 3 game. Yeah, so he's been right apparently. So, but I mean, like, I can't say much more about this, man. Like, I'm so fucking excited for this. This is going to be the reason that I buy another arcade stick. Like, this is. I mean, like, look at the characters
back
now.
in here because I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I'm out in the streets getting my ass whooped by myself.
I gotta return. Yeah, I gotta get back on Street Fighter 6, man. The Church of Grapple has been missing me too long, man. Me and my boy Zangief got to get back in there, but
yeah, and he's good now. Like,
yeah, he's really good now. He's real good.
Beefed him up. But yeah, this game was the pinnacle to me, and it was the talk of like the internet streets. Like, when I tell you, when this showcased, because I want to say I was at work.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my phone was going crazy nonstop. Like, everybody was talking about this game. When I say everybody, everybody. Like, there were so many reactions posted on social media about this game. So, and these guys got a history of doing this for a while.
Yeah, great games. Yeah.
Because, I mean, look what they did with Dragon Ball Fighter. Like, I don't know where it's at now. Like, don't get really talked about too much now. But when that game came out, it was the same thing. Like, people was like, holy shit. Like, look what they did with this. Because, Dragon Ball usually, they have that, what is it, the 3D fighting arena style anime fighting.
Sparking Zero that no one talks about anymore.
Yeah,
that just came out.
Zero.
When did that come out? December, right? Am I crazy?
It's been out for a year.
I don't even think it's been a year since Sparking Zero has been out.
No, it's been out for a year. We got the internet. Let's
chat quick. When did Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero come out?
Nobody knows because nobody cares. I mean, sorry.
Let me see.
It hasn't even been a year yet.
Yeah, I told you. I knew it hadn't been a year. Thank you. I was like, there's no way it's been a year yet. Yeah, then the game fell off the face of the earth. But
one's in the chat. If you're still playing Sparking Zero, nobody. Good. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. You see why I didn't play it, right?
Business, right? If BZ can't make no quality,
it would have been fun for like a week. Honestly, they should have put it on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. That's just my opinion. I'll just be honest. That game probably would have done a little bit better.
But my thing is those type of games, bro. I've been saying it, but nobody wants to hear me. Those type of games just don't. Anime fighters like that, kick punch specials, like you can only do that shit for so long before it gets boring. Like nobody wants to admit it. We gotta say this shit out loud.
God, I knew he was gonna say it.
once the nostalgia is gone, once your Super Broly fight, once the little power, your favorite little power struggles like Broly versus Jiren, once you do all that shit, it's just like there's nothing else to do.
Like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, and for it to be full price too. Yeah, I honestly don't think it sold well, to be honest. But this shit, your
kick punch special, like there's nothing special about these games. Nobody wants to admit it. It's just not.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't great.
To me, they're timepiece collectors. Like they're good collectors items. Like, who knows? Sparking Zero, 10, 15 years from now, mint condition in a perfect package or something.
Yeah, you'll definitely somebody will want to buy it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like as far as entertainment, like I've watched people play it. I tried to like really get into it. I can't get into anime fighters unless it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Like that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah, man. So, this is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I'm gonna just call it Marvel Tokon. I can't say all of that. It's a mouthful.
Yeah,
I mean, like, look at my boy. Look at my boy Iron Man, man. Like,
Iron Man look like Gundam.
He looks like Gundam. Yeah, look at this guy. This shit is slick, bro. This is gonna be so good. I can't wait for this to come out.
Hey, let me just throw this out here right now. Hey, man, fuck Captain America, bro. I hate him, bro. He in the Mario box. He's in my Mario box. Man. I don't like him.
Yikes, man. You're not a fan of America, bro? Come on.
Hey, give me Captain Brazil. All right?
Okay, you
I don't
know
know.
what? And you know what? This game comes out in 2026 sometimes, guys. So hopefully it'll hit. I really would love to see it's like maybe like a summer release instead of a fall. I feel like summer like is good for fighting games personally, but or maybe it'll come out before E3 since Sony owns E3 now, which I think is pretty funny. I
He's
forget
just too
sometimes, but
he's just too smug for me. Like I don't like that. Like he's just an arrogant little asshole. I don't like that shit. But anyway, carry on.
it's
I'm
so
sorry.
funny,
I had to
bro.
get that out.
This is so funny. So yeah, this is coming out on PlayStation and PC. I don't know if there was an Xbox release date announcement. I won't be surprised if there isn't because this is just what Sony likes to do to Xbox at this point. So, but yeah, I'm excited for this, man. We're definitely gonna keep our eyes on this, and yeah, this is gonna get played. So,
Definitely.
100%, bro.
I'm so ready to suck at this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're in there, man. So what about you, man? What you got,
Oh,
man?
whoa.
Yeah, what you got, man? What you got over there, man?
Let me look at my notes here.
Man, what you excited about, DC?
Oh man, we might as well throw it in here because this is actually a game I played a lot of.
Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics, man.
Ooh,
That was
good
another
one.
showcase highlight. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Let's get Dark Star even more excited in chat.
I didn't know you played Final Fantasy Tactics. What? Look at
Dude,
this guy,
I
man.
played the shit out of this game. This is back when I actually remembered what Final Fantasy was about.
Yeah. Okay. I like that pick. That was pretty good. Yeah, this actually does look. This actually looks really slick, man. I like the ability that you can switch between like the classic version and like the enhanced version as they call it. But yeah, Tactics has always been one of those games, man. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it,
Tactics
man.
is I played a lot of this because I had the Nintendo. What was it? Shoot. I can't. The name is the portable joint.
Oh, the DS.
Yeah. Where did I get that DS from? Someone gave me that. And this was one of the games, and they gave me some games with it too.
Yeah.
And I really thought this was stupid at first
Oh
when
my
I
goodness.
when I first started playing it.
Yeah.
Because no, the only reason I thought it was stupid was because of I didn't understand the format because it was different from
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was like other like regular Final Fantasy,
yeah. Yeah.
JRPG type, and I didn't get it. So I was just like, I kind of threw it away for a while. I was like, this is stupid. I don't want to play this crap. But then one day I kind of like went back to it and kind of learned like the mechanics of it and the gist of it. And then I ended up playing a lot of it. More, I was surprised at like how much I really love this game. And people have been asking for this game for years. Like, dog,
Yes.
I know Dark Star in the chat can contest to this. People have been waiting for this game for a long time, either a new one or a remake, and to finally have it. Because they actually, I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. They had a very generic one. When I had my Windows phone, there was
Oh, like a
it was
mobile one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very generic version of it on mobile. It was on it was on Windows phones. And I used to play that one a lot. And
That's cool.
for this game to finally be here, man, like, and it's a good palate cleanser from all of the kind of games that I've been playing recently.
Yeah.
So to get a little mix up, and then like I feel like this game, when I had my DS, like I was traveling a lot at the time, so this was like my airport game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nice.
so yeah, this is a very 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 wanted. Like people were super excited for this. So this game has its own little cult following. So
Yeah,
yeah.
this one definitely got a lot of hype too when it was announced. I think I saw this they got leaked a little bit before the show, but I definitely want to check this out. I missed the boat on Tactics growing up. I don't know why.
Oh, you would love it. You would.
You
freaking
know,
love it.
yeah,
I will buy you that shit. You
I
would
used to
love it.
watch YouTube playthroughs of it. But I
It's for
definitely
your
do want to check this
competition
out. I actually
mind.
honestly, man, I hope this comes out on Switch because not Switch 2, but just Switch in general because that will give me a reason to pick up my Switch, man, my Nintendo Switch.
I don't see
And
why I wouldn't.
yeah, I kind of hope it does. You know, Sony won't announce other platforms during the showcases, which is fine. Like everybody else does it, but That was my first thought when I seen this. I was like, man, this would be a really good like chill little, just like you said, palate cleanser, just kind of relax. And yeah, I do love strategy games. So yeah, I'm definitely this one. I think it comes out this year, right? Like, did they give a release date for Tactics? Let me look it up. Final
September 30th, yeah, this year.
Yeah, September 30th. Yeah, so it's not too far away, man. It's around that Borderlands window, which is unfortunate, but I definitely want to pick this up, man. Yeah, I like this pick. This was nice, man. I didn't know you see, man. We getting some DC lore today, guys. Look at this guy, man. You believe it is on Switch? It has to be, right? Like, it kind of has to be. I hope
It just
so.
it seems like a perfect fit for the Switch, honestly,
Yeah.
because of the mobility of the Switch. Because I just remember playing it like on whatchamajig, just
Yeah.
having it mobile.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was kind of hopeful. Like, I mean, yeah, especially if it came on DS. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, I like that pick, man. That was pretty awesome. That was a nice little pick there. So the next game I wanted to talk about, which was a surprise for me, because I'm not a huge fan. I feel like people either like Silent Hill or they like Resident Evil, and I'm one of the people who kind of lean more towards Resident Evil. But Silent Hill F, like, this game actually caught me by surprise because this doesn't look like a traditional Silent Hill game, and I'm pretty intrigued by this. You know, I like the. It
Is
looks
it
like
you who don't like scary games, or was it Era?
no, that's my I know. Yeah, I love scary. I mean, I played Resident Evil 4 last year, and I played a bunch of other scary games on stream. But nah, this one kind of hits on that kind of like Japanese horror, which is very very interesting to me. And
What was that movie? Insidious. That little scene right there reminded me of Insidious.
yeah, and this just kind of has like a different vibe than like a
Is it called Silent
traditional.
Hill? Oh,
Yeah, it's Silent Hill F. Yeah. But yeah, and it just kind of has a different vibe from like a typical Silent Hill game, and it really did. Like, the story seems kind of interesting. I want to know what's going on in this little town.
that's what always lure you in.
Yeah,
right?
it's always something with the
these type of
story. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, that's the good thing though, because that's what lures you in. Because you're like, what in the hell is? You want to play the game to see what's going on in this crazy town.
yeah. And just
Good
like Dark
pick.
Star said, like the dolls,
Oh.
like the little demon dolls, look so weird and creepy in this game.
Have
And
y'all ever played Silent Hill 1 or 2?
I did,
with the
I did when I was
nurses?
younger.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, this looked like the enhanced version of when you go in a hospital, how the
Oh
nurses be
yeah,
moving
that's
around.
true. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
At least she can fight back though. I like that.
Yeah,
'Cause in Silent
she's
Hill
not a
1 and
victim.
2, yeah, man, you did a lot of running. I'll say that.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like the town is like cursed, and she's
Oh, The Grudge.
whatever.
You right.
Yeah,
I said the
the
wrong
Grudge.
movie.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah.
Insidious. You right. The Grudge.
The Grudge freaked me out as a kid, man. And I think that's what, like, the kind of vibes I'm getting from this, and I don't know, like, I just really like, I haven't played a scary game in a while. You know, you guys know me, man. I'm good for at least one a year, and this one this might be, well, I don't know if it's coming out this year, but you know, this definitely might be the next one I might pick up. I mean, and it looks
Jarhead
like
is a
beautiful.
big.
So
He's a big horror guy.
oh shit, oh really? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. He's a big horror movie guy. So, you know, this might be up his alley, man. Yeah, the way that let me tell you, I agree with you, Dark Star. The way that things move
Yeah.
really freaks me out. I don't know what it is
Just
about
the
movement.
inhumane, like, yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, this definitely is high on my list, man. And because I
Yeah,
know
put
they
that,
just had the
PlayStation
Silent
5 to work.
Hill, what was it, Silent Hill 2 remake that just came out. People seem to really like that one. So, you know, maybe Silent Hill's back on the rise, man. You know, and Resident Evil definitely still like popular nowadays, especially with Resident Evil 9 coming out soon. But
Yeah,
Silent Hill F definitely, this one definitely spoke to me.
Silent
So
Hill. Fuck.
yeah, I think this is 2026. Oh, and
Yeah,
actually,
let
it's
me see.
September.
I got
September
it.
2025. Yeah, so it does come out this year. Around Borderlands. Great. Great.
Silent Hill 4 will be
So-
coming out this. That's what I'm calling it from now on. You can't make me change my mind. Yeah, bro, you should get that for your PS5, man. Maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, it
you
comes
know?
out. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely. I think it's next gen only. So don't buy it on your Xbox. Right?
If you need me to walk you through it, because we know.
Oh Lord,
We know
Not a-
how you get down.
not a lot of menus in this one, man. So you should.
Hey,
be good
look,
to
this
go.
man, he can't get past the first part on Call of Duty, but he want to play Silent Hill. Boy, you gonna be lost as hell.
So yeah,
But
man, that was next for me, man. What about you, man? What else you got? What you got in the pocket over
well,
there?
you took my F. Ugh. But let's see. I've said this so many times. I feel like I shouldn't pick it, but they showed some more. So I'm gonna go in another direction, and my
Okay.
brother in chat might appreciate this because I was gonna go Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is
Okay.
the new Snake Eater.
Yeah, yeah.
Which man, I love. Look, if y'all don't have the Snake Eater fucking song, bag that
Snake
shit up. I
Eater.
want it done
Need
by
it.
I changed my mind. We either get SZA or Beyonce to
Okay.
sing the Snake Eater
Don't.
song.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Don't hype yourself up for that. That's not gonna happen, man.
I almost want to pick Metal Gear Solid, but I'm gonna go with 007 First Light.
Oh my gosh, I'm
I think my brother
so
could appreciate this. He's a big
excited. Hold
007
on,
fan.
let me find it. Oh my goodness, that looks so good, man. Hold on.
I just maybe we. Oh,
I'm gonna look it up on
man.
YouTube. Hold on.
007 was a surprise. Okay, that was a
Oh,
big freaking. I was like, whoa, what is this?
this looks so fucking good. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, you keep talking. You keep talking. This looks so good.
No,
I'm
because the
so excited for
introduction
this,
of
man.
one of the things that I love was the introduction of different agents like 008, and there
Yeah.
was like, and there's specific. I mean, I know me and Dark Star, we talked about this in our group chat,
hmm
and it was just like the lure of it all. Like, there's different agents, and you kind of look into the agency, and
Yes, the double he doesn't start. People don't know, like he doesn't start out having that moniker. He has to earn it, and even in the books too, he has the scar that he has on his
is that
face.
Morgan? Hold on,
So
go back,
that's
go
not
back a
Morgan
little.
Freeman. I forget that guy's
Oh
name.
no,
Oh,
I'm
from
talking about
Walking
from
Dead.
Walking Dead.
I clear, Rick. I clear. Yeah, that's him, man.
Okay, all right. Stay on. Let's keep the train on the tracks here. Let's not keep the train on the tracks.
I'm sorry. I
We will
guess
get
that.
sorry. We will get sidetracked.
Right.
Let's look at this beautiful game. Audio listeners,
Oh,
we encourage you to go back and look at the state of play if you haven't seen it. But we're
yes.
talking about 007 here.
James
that.
Bond, man. But no, this game looks incredible. So this is made by the studio that made the latest Hitman series, IO, which I believe they are independent now. And this looks absolutely incredible, man. I'm right there with you, Ray. Like, I'm a big James Bond fan. I love James Bond, dog. Like, and I know some people kind of feel a little way about the way that this looks in terms of him being younger and everything, but people don't understand, like, double O's are supposed to be like the agents, you know, and he has to earn that title, and that looks like that's what they're aiming for in this particular iteration. And like I said, he has the scar on his face just like he does in the books and everything. So I mean, like, you take a Hitman sandbox and turn it into like an action game. I'm all for that. Like, the interactivity between like levels and everything that they could do with this. Oh God, man, put it in my veins. I'm right there with you, DC.
Yeah, and once again, man, it's just I think the gadgetry, like,
Yeah.
you know how 007 always has his gadgets.
Yes.
What is his car gonna be? You know me. I gotta know. Like, what, because every movie he has a specialty like car.
Yeah,
You know, whether it's a Aston Martin or some kind of vintage vehicle or something. Like, when I look at the gadgets, I'm like, what is this car going to be? Do we get car chase scenes? You know what I'm saying? That's
we
always
have
big
to,
in
man.
James Bond movies.
I'm
There's so many ways you can go here, like, and I don't know, man. I just think we're due for a good James Bond game, man. And this looks to look car chase. Look, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you gotta have what's a James Bond, but hopefully the car mechanics. See, games like this scare me because getting car mechanics right in games is very, very. I would say this: GTA has probably set the tone for car controls, in my opinion. Because like if you play like Sleeping Dogs or even Cyberpunk, which they had to do a lot of working on, and their car mechanics still were a little bit off. I could name a whole bunch of games where you have these car scenes and the cars run like mud, like they run pretty awful. But if they could like, hopefully they get that right, because I
Yeah,
don't want it to be one of those situations where I love playing 007, but I want to skip the car parts. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
fair.
Like, ugh,
Yeah,
like I love this game, but I hate the driving, because when Cyberpunk first came out, that's how I was. I ran everywhere. Like I hated to drive so bad in that game. I would just literally walk. So
hopefully,
yeah, that's
or if
my
there is like driving, hopefully it'll be kind of like the older James Bond games where it would just be like a level or two. I would be
yeah.
fine with that. Just now you got me thinking about it. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
if
not
it's
expecting like a lot of driving in the game. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it'd be like a level or like part of a level, and I'm fine with that.
yeah,
But even if that's the case, I still need the driving to be. I just don't want it to be one of those parts where you kind of deal with. You're just trying to get through it. Like you're not
nah, I feel
enjoying it. You're
that.
just like,
Yeah,
oh shit.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
just think this was a perfect marriage of studio and IP, man. Like this just kind of looks like I said, like you have though the ability of an open world level, semi open world level where you can tackle a mission a bunch of different ways is like so exciting, especially just like you said, the gadgets and stuff that he uses. And we kind of see some of that in the trailer. We get a little bit
Mm-hmm.
of action here and there. We get a little bit of some of the, tools that he may end up using throughout. Like this just looks really good, man. Like this was shout out to IO, man. And apparently Amazon, because I think they own James Bond now. They own the IP, if I remember right.
Ooh.
So they
Ooh.
they finally realized that they shouldn't um they shouldn't be making games anymore. So because their studios are terrible. Oh no, think about that. Give
Mm.
me a second. The Super Bowl of announcements. You pinned that. I saw that. But yeah, I love that pick, man. That's fire, bro. That was a good pick, man.
Word. So what do you got, bro? What do you got? What are you doing?
Man.
Hot to trot on that Mortal Kombat collection.
Nah, I'm see. You almost got me. You almost made me say so much shit. Honestly,
I
the
can pick
next
some more. I
nah,
mean,
the
you
next
got
I was trying to decide. I was thinking about Metal Gear, but I kind of want to talk about this one, man. The Digimon Storytime Strangers. Storytime Stranger. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So this one,
Digimon is back.
yeah, man.
Or has
Honestly,
it never
bro.
left? Did it?
Nah, I mean, Digimon still had games come out here and there, but the reason why I wanted to pick this and why I'm interested in it is because I know, like, people really love like Pokemon growing up. I did too, but Digimon's my shit, man. Like, Digimon kind of explored more mature themes and
Yeah, Digimon has some very
yeah,
mature,
mature and
like,
dark things. Characters die. Some of the Digimon would die in the show and stuff, and they would talk about like real life stuff. And this actually looks pretty interesting. It looks like you're trying to save the world from some sort of world ending event. And like this just kind of gives me an excuse to really get back into Digimon, man. Like I haven't played any of the games in years. Like I had a few on DS and stuff growing up, but like this one actually was semi interesting to me, man. Like I haven't really played like a true like anime
it
style
looks
game in a while.
very
But
anime-ish in
yeah.
a good way. Like
Yeah.
it looks really good.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I've never been into the pocket monster type shit.
Yeah.
I've never been big on Pokemon. I did watch Digimon though. I did watch Digimon
Digimon's
growing up.
fire, man. They was so good, man.
I'm
Like
not gonna pretend like I know. I watched like maybe 2 3 seasons. I want to say
yeah.
of Digimon, because I was always drawn into the way some of the certain characters and Digimon looked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I did
they just
watch
look
that.
really cool. Like, in Pokemon, you don't always get that kind of look, but and this comes out like around my birthday, so I was like, this would probably be a cool little birthday present to myself. You know what I mean? Like I really kind of want to I do want to dive into
So
this.
how does it play? Like I didn't really understand, because it looked like it played like an RPG. Because I
Yeah, I
saw
think
some
there's
like
like RPG elements, because at first I was thinking it was going to be turn based, like some of the older games have been, but this one looks a lot more action focused, which I kind of like, and it looks like the humans have abilities that they can use to fight
yeah, I thought I
alongside
saw
the
like
Digimon
a
as well. So
I
I'm
thought I
pretty
saw
excited
like
about
a
that.
attack button or something in the.
Yes, yes, and
So
it
that's
looks
why I
like
was
there's some like
asking.
open world elements too, which is nice. Like you can probably run around do like side missions and stuff, and I'm curious if they're gonna let you choose like your Digimon partner in the beginning, or if it's kind of like preset from the story, which is cool either way. But yeah, man, I
Hmm.
just like you said, man, this will be a nice little palate cleanser type game for me. Just guilty pleasure, I guess, if you want to say it that way. I'm pretty,
Yeah, bringing it back, nostalgia,
yeah.
bringing it back, baby. See
Well,
right here.
yeah, kind of like it. Honestly, let's go. I think it looks more turn based looking at that. Hold on, let's go back freeze frame that real quick here.
Yeah, you just passed it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Here.
Big fan base too. Like a lot of people don't. They are
Oh
not
man,
as
what? Yeah,
outspoken as Pokemon. Like Pokemon is kind of. I feel like in a league of their own, they're just kind of up there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Digimon also has like a very big following. Like people love
And
Digimon
and to
just
be
as
honest,
much as
man,
Pokemon.
like they do take risks with their games. Digimon,
Yeah.
unlike Pokemon, the formula hasn't changed much over the years, like ever. But at least with games like I said, you get all kind of like you get action games, you get RPGs, you get turn-based stuff, which is honestly this actually is looking more turn-based now that I'm looking at it. But I like I said,
Hmm.
I'm excited for this, man. Like I'm pretty jazzed for this. So
If it's turn based, I might be put on to that, man. I
yeah,
don't know what it is about turn based games that I love.
yeah,
Like y'all, I know y'all got all these the little action RPGs and the flashy, and no disrespect toward that. If that's your jam, put it on a piece of bread and eat it for all I care. Like it's cool,
I'm
but
still in that.
it's just like to me, I'm just gonna forever just be that old head with
Yeah,
the. I just love turn based RPGs. I don't know because I think
yeah,
at the pace that they move, it gives me time to think.
that's
I
fair.
think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like turn based is where it's at. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be checking this out, man. I don't know if anybody else in chat's excited for this. Probably not. Probably pretty niche on this one, but I don't care. I'm excited for it. So
Hey, that's what. Hey, man,
yeah.
we pick what we like around here.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So it's Digimon Storytime Stranger birthday gift to Darius for me by me. I'm gonna wrap
yeah,
it up and
yeah, yeah.
everything.
So
So
yeah. Hey, yeah, hit up that
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Hit up that Discord with your dollar signs, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See Tori, see
But
like man, Tori gets it, man. Like I'm telling you, man, Digimon was the shit back in the day, man. Doesn't give enough recognition. So yeah.
so all right. I feel like Snake Eater is a must. I
Let's
feel
go
like we
ahead.
talked about
Just stop
that.
holding
But
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, we have the new Ghost Shishima too. Like so I feel
But
like
they
that's
didn't
a
see,
good
they didn't really show anything. It was like a teaser for the next state of play, which kind of made me angry. I'm not gonna lie.
so like we dropping to be continued for
So
state of
they
plays now.
did, yeah, they dropped the trailer for it, but it was like, hey, tune in July for the state of play for Ghost 2. And I was texting Darkstar about, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Like I know I'm buying the game, and I think that's what my problem is. Is like I kind of want to be surprised by it. Like I don't want to see too much of Ghost to where it takes some of that from me. Like I did that with the first Ghost of Tsushima. Like the game was incredible. It was my favorite game of 2019.
No. No. You know what? We talked about Metal Gear enough. Nah.
Come on, man.
Nah.
You don't want to talk about this? This
Mm, as
beautiful.
long as we get to talk about Ninja Gaiden and Ragebound.
You know what? We can talk about that. I actually was gonna pick that next too. So let's talk about it.
No, no, yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, we can talk about Metal Gear, and then we can get Ragebound if you want
Nah,
to pick it.
let's talk about Rage Bond because this actually
The
looks
reason
really
why
good.
I picked this game is because growing up, this game was so difficult, and this looks like it's gonna be that same son of a bitch game that we got on Nintendo.
Yeah,
Like I love 2D scrollers. Baby, I'm a real old school gamer.
yeah, man.
Because I love JRPGs. I love turn-based. I love 2D scrollers. Like, oh, this junk look like it's gonna piss me off. If anybody as old as dirt like I am, my brother's in the chat. He's probably older. If
Yeah,
I'm dirt,
he
he's
just
probably
said
like
you rated.
super soil.
He just said you rage
Yeah.
quit a lot on this growing up. Yeah.
Yes, bro. Ninja Gaiden is back, and they didn't go 3D, which I respect.
Yeah.
Even if they did, it would have still been cool because we got the
Yeah, we
the
got Ninja
3D
Gaiden 4
ones.
coming out later this year too. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one just reminds me of the headache of my past. Like I'm definitely there
Yeah.
for this game,
Yeah.
and because the original Ninja Gaiden was so hard. You was lucky if you got to the end of that game. That's how hard that game was.
Right.
And then the epic scene, they gotta have an epic scene when he's climbing up the side of the mountain and he's looking at the enemy base in the distance.
He just sneaking in, right? Or he's
Yeah,
fighting
that
in
was
the
like,
grass or something
let me
like in
tell
the
you.
beginning. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you how cool we thought that shit was when he was in his feet, that horrible run motion.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
bro,
my goodness,
oh
man.
yeah.
Nah, this
Yeah, so
actually
I'm
looks
here for
dope.
this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gotta spend a long time on this, but I'm here for this carnage. That's what it
Nah,
looked
I
like.
mean, I think we need more of these games nowadays, man. Like, I appreciate the hand drawn look of this, and like I said, I think it's cool to see Ninja Gaiden starting to kind of come back around too, because it's been out of the the gaming sphere for a while. I think for a little over 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But between this and Ninja Gaiden 4 actually looks really good too. That's coming
And
out
they
later
just
this year.
dropped the
So
Game Pass joint with all the old joints on it,
yeah,
right?
they did. Yeah, they actually did just add all that stuff in there. So
Game Pass got all the old 3D Ninja
mhm.
Gaiden. What was it? One, two? Was it Black? I never played those.
Ninja Gaiden
So
Black and Sigma. Yeah, Sigma is man.
yeah,
Those games are hard to. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a such thing as a easy Ninja Gaiden game. Let's just start there. I think that's
they're the Dark Souls of the ninja world. I don't know. Like,
right. Yeah, for sure. Like
these
this.
games are not for the faint of heart. Like, these shits are tough.
Yeah.
They don't give you a difficulty level. You can adjust the difficulty level from my understanding. I've never seen one where you could.
You just play, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta play, and as the elite gamers say, get good.
BZ. Oh my god. He says I play Ninja Gaiden Black because it runs faster. Hey man,
Hey yo,
just pack your
hey
stuff
yo, where
up.
Weenie at? Where Weenie at, man?
Just pack
This
your
is what
shit.
where is Lisa at, man? Get this guy up out of here.
Just pack.
Get him
Just
out of
yeah.
here.
Just pack your shit up and get out, man.
I'm gonna
Just-
put you on a nice little. I'm gonna put BZ.
oh
I'm gonna
my
put BZ on a
god.
nice little timeout.
BZ's stupid, man. You're an idiot.
Not during my month, BZ.
Oh, it. Okay. All right.
See what I did there? But
Ninja Gaiden, man. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Raise Man looks fire. Definitely for it, man.
hey, now before we make an exit, we got to talk about this beautiful game. All right,
Let's
gotta
do
talk
it.
about Snake Eater. We have to.
Oh, of course, man. We can end on Snake Eater. I think that's a good place to
we-
end for sure.
I'm honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care about the rest of the games on this list. I don't. I just don't. I skipped over a lot of them shits. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
they're not for me. But we do, once again, we do encourage you, if you have not watched it, go watch the state of play. And if you find something in there that you think we skipped or we're tripping on, join the
Yeah.
Discord. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know, like, hey, y'all was tripping. Like, this game's fire. Because the rest of the stuff, I just didn't care. I didn't care about. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah.
But yeah, Snake Eater, man, I have a love obsession with this game. This game is one of my top 10 all-time games. I will put it in my top 10
Yeah.
games of all time, bro. I love this freaking game, dude. And the fact that they're remaking it with a new sexy look. And
I was just about to say, it
I'ma
looks
keep saying it.
incredible. Like seeing the gameplay and some of the boss fights, the iconic boss fights. Yeah, this shit looks incredible, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna keep repeating it to the end of time. I don't care who you get. It could be Adele. It could be Beyonce.
Here we go. Here we
Whoever
go.
cuts the chops for. We have to. If this game don't come on, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. Like if I don't get that Snake Eater intro, I'm deleting that shit off my hard drive. I'm telling you right now. But as far as the game goes, look at that. Look at that. Look
I
at
thought
him
this was
blend.
probably my favorite part, right? That part right there, because that reminded me of MGS4, where you could kind of just blend. Like this is crazy. That's so fucking
Look at him.
cool.
No, he got to put the question mark over his head. Who? And then what is a Metal Gear game without the infamous box? You have to have the box, bro.
And then
The box. You
have
have to
him
have
walk
your
around the
hiding
car,
box.
yeah,
You have to have
cardboard
your-
box, yeah.
No, this is Jordan 11 box. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Like now,
Yeah.
y'all gotta understand. This is a remake too. The original one, in its time, looked amazing. So, yeah, you're in the jungle. You got to blend in. It's a very stealthy game. So, look at the box. I'm mad that they found him in the box. That's some
Somebody just
Revolver
opened it
Ocelot when he was just a young Todd.
before he became a. Never mind. Don't no spoilers. You guys should play some of the older games, but
Yeah, the lore of Metal Gear is some of the craziest shit you're gonna ever see.
yeah,
They have there's a channel, it's 4 hours breaking down the lure of this game because it's that good. If you're into like spy espionage type, I would say even if you're a 007 type of guy, if you want to just look up the lure of the whole
yeah,
Metal Gear series, there's a lot of people on YouTube who do different breakdowns of it because it's really deep. Like I know you said, Kojima's a little, pretentious or whatever, but
yes.
I will say that
Makes great games
this
though.
is probably, yeah, this is probably a big part of his legacy right here.
Yeah,
So I will give him credit for because the Metal Gear series is just, I have so many memories of not just Snake Eater, but once again, I mean, my brothers in chat, we had the original Metal Gear. We're old
yeah.
as shit.
The old
Like
one
we
from
had
the
the
'80s.
on Nintendo. We had the original
That
Nintendo.
that top down joint that people don't know about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Metal Gear like one,
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4. Like, yeah. So this one definitely holds like a special place in my heart. Like I said, I'm gonna compile a list. I think I'll just do a side episode like my top 10 games of all time. This is definitely one of them. I'll
That's
put this
fire.
at 6.
Okay.
I'll put this at 6. Yeah, but I love this game.
Yeah, this
You
one this
guys
one's
go play
definitely gonna hit, man. August 30th, I think this comes out. They said of this year. So if you guys are interested in picking this up, yeah, it'll be out, man. Just like BZ said, yeah, there's unfortunately there's not enough time to play all the games we want, man, and that's just the reality of it.
Yeah,
So
being an adult, you pick your poisons.
yeah, unfortunately
I
we
only
we-
have time for one game at a time, so I feel you, BZ. It's just like,
yeah.
you know. But BZ, yeah, you still on timeout. Don't try to creep your way.
he tried to be normal for a second, right?
Yeah, try to be normal. We know you're not normal.
But yeah, man, those are the games we're really kind of excited about, guys, from the state of play, man. Like I said, overall, it was okay. It was all right. There was some good in there, some stuff I could have, bounced past to another show, but
Kareem Abdul,
yeah, Kareem Abdul, bounce pass, and
Halliburton.
maybe we'll find out what the first party studios for PlayStation are doing. Like I said, we have no idea what's going on over there. So trying to be normal for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tomorrow, like I said, man, tomorrow, guys, the plan is there will be a live reaction to the Xbox showcase at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll probably go live maybe 30 minutes before and
Chit chat.
do like a little pre-show. Yeah, talk about Summer Games Fest, some of the stuff we didn't get to talk about from that showcase yesterday, because there were a few games. I definitely want to talk about Resident Evil and Onimusha tomorrow. So, but yeah, man, other than that, man, thank you guys for hanging out for this episode today. Like I said, we appreciate you guys being here as always. And I don't really have a whole lot. Your boy's starting a new job soon in another week and some change. So I've been kind of stressed and busy. I'm sorry hadn't been around as much, but that's kind of how life be lifing, and we keep moving, man. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody coming out as always, man. It's always a good time, especially around this time of year, talking to everybody, man, hearing different opinions, on games and stuff, because I think that's the most important thing in the industry, is to everyone to keep having these opinions, man, and continuing to move forward. And eventually we'll be too old to care about games, so and it'll all be AI anyway. So thanks, Ray. I appreciate it, man.
For sure. And remember, deep in your soul, when something is happening, you know what I'm saying? Don't fucking be weird. Be normal. Don't be weird out there. Be normal. Remember, act like Jesus and your mama is watching you at all times. Because we are promoting normal. Be respectful. I'm saying this for a reason. Because some of y'all been in the community. Y'all been acting up again.
Not our community. Gaming community. Not our community.
Gaming community. Y'all been cutting up again. Y'all, when you feel like you got to touch something, put your hands in your pocket.
Oh, my gosh.
Put your goddamn hands in your pocket. Okay? All right, let my boy outro this thing, all right?
All right, man. Thank y'all for hanging out for episode 233, as always. 233 part 1, I guess. You could say whatever We appreciate y'all
Yeah,
for
y'all
being
gonna see a
here.
lot of us this weekend. Aren't y'all
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah, you guys are getting a double helping this weekend, man. Once again, we will be live on Sunday tomorrow to watch the Xbox showcase, man. So please come hang out with us. Bring some snacks. I think it's only going to be an hour long. Hopefully it is, and not like 2 hours like it was last year. So
Oh yeah, because we not doing 2 hours. I'm gonna
yeah,
let y'all know
it
right
was
now.
pretty insane last year. That showcase is.
Yeah,
That
I
was
have
really
to
nuts.
edit this shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was pretty
So,
nuts. Yeah, those files get like too big,
yeah,
but
these files are getting chunky. Okay,
yeah, but
it's about 45 gigs a episode now.
right.
I'm like, shit.
But I don't really have nothing else, man. You guys can follow me everywhere, even though I'm really not on social media. Follow me on Twitter, never calling it X, Darius the Artist.
Yeah,
Twitch,
take
as
that.
always. But I ain't really got nothing else, man. DC, you got the floor.
Yeah, baby, is DC your number one hater? Never a skater. I'm always in class, so you can kiss my ass. Oh, that boy got bars.
Bars.
Anyway,
Better than
yeah,
Wayne.
guys, look. Like I said, we do want to encourage you once again to go check out the full PlayStation State of Play and give us your feedback and thoughts on what you think about it. And please, please, please let us know what your favorite game was from the showcase and what you're looking forward to. Also, once again, we will be live tomorrow at 1 to cover some Xbox stuff. We covered PlayStation today, so it's only fair we do Xbox tomorrow. So, ponies, relax. Xbox, we're coming. Just relax. We'll be here tomorrow. And yeah, I'm very excited to kick it live, and reactions will be real. We're not going to be sitting up here serving up fake shit on the plate. And I think that's all that I have. I don't. Oh yeah, and the new episode of my schedule one will be dropping Monday. I have to edit that today.
Watch it.
And if I have time, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this. But I will have another playthrough series for The Precinct coming soon. We'll be doing The Precinct. It's a game that I think needs to be spotlighted. I don't think people are talking enough about this game. You play as a cop. It's kind of a top-down action cop game. It gives you the old 1980s buddy cop feel. Like, it's very cheesy, but it's a very fun game that it's on Steam. I don't think people's talking about it enough. I've already decided in my mind I'm gonna do a playthrough. It's just because I think I'm gonna do a season finale of my schedule one, and then I'm gonna jump into that. And I got something worked out. But if you haven't checked out The Precinct, go to Steam, look up The Precinct, and tell me what you think about it. You can actually download the demo too and play it. They are not paying me to promote this. I just think it's a good game from an indie developer and we always want to put a spotlight on a good indie game. So that's all I have, man. That's all I have.
Thank you guys for hanging out, man. If you guys in chat, hang around. We're gonna play some video games. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace. Come look at this top tier C.